And now Galip Dalay joins me here in the studio. He's a research director at Al Sharq Forum here in Istanbul. Now, Galip, obviously we've had two very big terrorist attacks that have been put to Daesh. Suruc last year, killing over 30 people, and also Ankara, where over 100 people were killed. What is unique about this particular attack on Tuesday here in Istanbul?
Well, I think this recent particular attack has some uniqueness, but has also some common traits. This time it is unique because this time it is exclusively targeting Turkey's economy, Turkey's economic fault line, its tourist industry. It's not going somewhere like in an inland Anatolia and killing 9 or 10 Turkish cities. It is deliberately killing the tourists and trying to send the message that Turkey is not safe for the country. And this is quite worrisome for a country that is like 6th in the world in terms of receiving number of tourists, and it's generating something like $34 to $35 billion a year from the tourists and getting something like over 40 million. But nevertheless, it has also some commonality with the previous attacks, because the previous attacks also was targeting Turkey's political fault lines. So this one is targeting Turkey's economic fault lines. The previous one was targeting political fault lines. Let's remember where they were attacking. They were attacking in Ankara. It was attacking a rally organized by Kurdish and the leftist organizations. In Suruc, it was like attacking a Kurdish leftist student union. And right before the June 7th election, there was another attack in Diyarbakir, actually, which was attacking the pro-Kurdish HDP's rally. So there it was very clearly targeting Turkey's ethnic fault lines. But before that, we had another attack, which was in the southern town of the Reyhanlı, in which it was very clearly targeting Turkey's sectarian fault lines. So therefore, previously it was the political fault lines, but now you see that it is slowly shifting towards the economic fault lines. Okay, so there is a strategy change, you're saying here. Does that mean that the bulk of the victims being German, was that part of the strategy, do you think? Well, I mean, I'm struggling to understand whether it was deliberately German chosen, because Germany is the #1 tourist coming to Turkey, and right after the German, it is the Russian. So here I'm not certain whether the German, of all the tourists, the German has been particularly chosen. But nevertheless, the tourists, it was for sure the targeting of tourists were deliberate. But I'm struggling. My instinct tells me yes, it was deliberate. Most of the people who have been killed are Germans, and the Germans are the #1 countries in Europe, in the world, that sends tourists to Turkey. And also, it has been the most receptive country in Europe towards Turkey as regards to refugee issues. So somehow that is unsubstantiated, my unsubstantiated instinct that there was a deliberation towards tourists being Germans. Okay, well, tourism is a huge industry in Turkey. For sure. And obviously Turkey's been struggling with security issues domestically, and obviously this international issue with Daesh. What impact will this have in Turkey's participation in the fight against Daesh, do you think? Well, I think it will further, it will increase Turkey's determination to fight against Daesh, because Daesh, we are witnessing a network terrorism, an international network. So no single country can take this fight on their own. It requires an international solidarity and international cooperation. In this regard, it is very much important that Turkey, the other NATO members, but also the regional countries, because in the end, in the fight against the Daesh, it cannot be solely a fight of security. It cannot be just like a fight of arms. It is a political fight as well. It is a fight of narrative. So therefore, I think like Turkey should fight on two front. One of them is the security level. That means a military approach towards Daesh. But on the other hand, I think Turkey should spearhead a coalition that will try to make sure that it comes up an appealing alternative narrative that can appeal to the disillusioned Syrian and Iraqis as an alternative narrative to the one that has been put forward by Daesh. Okay, Galip, thank you very much for that in-depth analysis there. Sure.